UJGamers.com.
I guess not.
But yeah, if you get a chance, check out the Super 3D Noah's Ark. It's definitely entertaining.
I think I went the wrong way because there's no enemies in this room.
It's alright, you'll find your way through. Oh, the dogs. Damn dogs. Oh, I think you cleared it.
Did I just get a flamethrower?
Yes, you did. Yay. Flamethrowers are awesome. He didn't like that too much.
You don't say. Imagine that.
Oh, please demo the other buttons.
Alright.
There's save game 1.
That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. This is 4. 5, which does the map. 6 does nothing. 7, 8, 9, asterisk, 0, 0 again, unmute, pound.
For those that don't like Wolfenstein's music, I don't see why. It kind of keeps the game going. I think that big door might be your answer. This is a rather big level.
This one here?
Yeah.
Bring it.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit. You missed him.
Yeah, I did. Completely.
Alright, folks. We're going to move on to our last game here. A classic Atari game remade for the Atari Jaguar. Alright, everybody. Taking a look at our final game here for the Atari Jaguar, Tempest 2000. We go into the game here. We've got
Traditional, Tempest 2000, and Tempest Plus, and Tempest Dual.
gonna make a couple of options changes here. What do you think we should try first? Traditional? Let's take a look at traditional.
Sure. Sounds like a plan. I'd just go with the first board.
That's what I'm doing. Alright. As you see, it looks a lot like the arcade game Tempest.
That's probably because that's what it is it not?
Yes. This is the traditional, more like the original Tempest. You just go around and shoot the enemies that are coming after you on the vector lines. Really simple gameplay, but really easy to get into and kind of get lost in.
It's kind of nice like that. Sometimes simple's the best.
Well, especially on this system where a lot of the
More complex stuff is just bleh.
overly complex.
You mean like where we have to do Street Fighter moves to bridge gaps?
Or we have to hold C and up to move.
Or we have a button to bring the gun out and a button to shoot the gun, and you can't have the gun out whenever you jump from ledge to ledge.
Or your guy overly spins too much to where He always jumps over the wrong ledge. Or a game where you have a overlay for 16 different things. Because we never really talked about the controller for this. This thing is the most original thing I've ever seen. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I'm gonna go with that's not such a great thing, but it's not terrible either. It's not... I don't know.
I mean, it's been rated the worst by most places, but I think they might be being a little too harsh on it. I mean, it does have this weird phone pad thing going on, but so did the Coleco and the Intellivision.
I think the D-pad's a little clunky, though. It reminds me of the... Like, if it were just the top half of the controller, it'd basically be a Sega Genesis controller.
Oh yeah, it's almost exactly like a Sega Genesis controller. Except for the bottom part, which adds the phone keypad.
Which...
It has its uses in some games, but really it's mostly a hindrance in anything that only requires a couple of buttons. Because it gives you that extra length on the controller, which you really don't need.
Doesn't really bother me that much, but maybe because I might have differently sized hands, I might be...
Well, if you think about it, like, say you're holding a PlayStation controller, you're used to a little bit of curve or something, you know?
Well, there's a little bit of curve there. Not at the bottom, granted, but, I mean, I find the PlayStation controller to actually be more uncomfortable, what with the whole, one of my fingers normally gets trapped underneath the, this part that sticks out, and I end up putting a huge indent in it with the jut part.
That's true. I mean, it's not as stiff as the 3DO's D-pad was. I mean, out of controllers from this generation, I wouldn't say this one's the best, but it's definitely not the worst one.
What do you think the worst one is out of this?
I don't know. The 3DO's D-pad was really stiff. And, well, sometimes the X-Wing-like size of the N64 controller could be a little unwieldy. I mean, it did have three arms.
Yeah, it was kind of ridiculous, but it had its own,
It had its own uses for that and everything.
It had its own following, too, like,
I mean, it was really good for first-person shooters and all that. I mean, I guess each controller in this generation really kind of had its own thing going on.
Right. No, definitely. And, you know, I don't think it's possible to make a bad controller for, like,
I don't know, CDI pulled it off.
Turn-based. Because, what are you doing for turn-based that's really going to be, oh, I need to hit that quickly?
Yep, that's true. I mean, CDI made a bad controller. It was kind of like a remote control.
Was that the Philips console?
The Philips CDI? That hunk of junk? Yeah. Not a quality one at all.
You actually got to play that then, did you?
Yeah, well, I bought one. It kind of worked for a little bit. Not that responsive.
Good stuff.
That's why they made an actual controller for it later. I mean, the thing looked like a VCR.
This is a paid program for the Atari Jaguar.
Every great story has a great beginning. And this story, our story, begins with this. The Atari Jaguar system and a guy named Bob. Right now, Bob's waiting for his girlfriend to show up so they can go out and get something to eat. He's got the old 16-bit video system popped in. He's playing his little heart out. You gotta love him. Tonight, I'm gonna show him something that'll send him racing up one side of Nirvana and back down the slopes to Shangri-La. Okay, so I won't overpromise, but it will slap him around a little and wake up his dull little life. Watch and learn.
Hey, Bob. How's that system you're playing on?
It sucks. The graphics are lousy. The color's rotten. Wait a minute. There must be something wrong with the connection.
Hey, Bob. Hello? Focus for a second, will you?
No, I'm not gonna watch this.
Oh, Bob. Maybe you'd like to watch this.
Oh, my.
What the heck is going on here?
Bob, I'd like to introduce you to the Atari Jaguar. That button is your future. Go ahead. Press it. Think you can handle it, Bob? Shoot it, Bob! Not bad, but next time there'll be more of them.
Hey, who are you, anyway?
The name's Jack.
Hey, great, Jack. You mind telling me what I'm doing here?
You're here, Bob, because somebody wants to help you. Somebody wants to show you a better way to play the game.
What game?
The game of life, Bob. It's time you grew up, got out, upgraded. You know why the video game you were playing tonight sucked, huh? Because it was old technology, Bob. It was a 16-bit system. So do the math with me, Bob. If I offered you a 32-bit system, that would be a good thing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
If I then showed you a 64-bit system, something with more power and better graphics, that would even be a better thing now, wouldn't it?
Yeah, 64 would probably be better.
This is the Atari Jaguar, Bob. We're talking the next generation of video games. There's 64 bits of raw gaming power, CD quality stereo sound, and state-of-the-art graphics that blows your old system away. I just had an idea, Bob. I just had a brilliant idea, Bob. Let's use your life as a metaphor, shall we? Ah, great. Now, pay close attention to the screen, and I will illustrate for you. Here's your life at 16 bits. Yes.
One hot dog, please.
You want fries with that?
And now, life when you upgrade to the 64-bit Jaguar.
Mr. McPherson, I hope you don't mind, but I ordered you fries to go with your sandwich.
Is that really gonna happen to me?
Bob, it's a metaphor. It's not real. It's just a way to show you the difference between 16 bits and 64 bits. Look, don't take my word for it. Let me introduce you to Melissa. Hi, Melissa.
Hi, Jack.
This is Bob. He needs your help to be introduced to the 64-bit world of the Atari Jaguar.
Oh, that's great. I'm at the perfect spot. I'm at Shane Trittler's Super Sports Club, and I'm riding today.
Super Burnout was really cool. It was pretty intense. I like the crashes, and especially leaning through the turns.
Crashing on the game's a lot safer. You get away without breaking a bone or anything.
Check out the bone he broke.
I could play it the first time I played it and not crash like crazy. I didn't have to play it forever to learn how to do it.
CD sound, how's that?
The sound, I mean, it plays an important part of it. It just makes it seem like you're going that much faster.
It's a record.
16-bit, 32-bit, or...
64-bit. You do the math.
NewGenGamers.com.